Hello friends, this is Homemaking with Mima, and if you are new here, my name is Wendy. Today's video is going to be, my husband and I are going to pick up our half a beef and half a pork. And we live in Minnesota, and we do have locker plants, is what is an old term for them. I don't know what they're calling them nowadays, but we did order a half a beef and a half a pork from them from local farmers. It's not close local. It is over an hour drive for us to go, but it's in our own home state, and we know where the beef and the pork were raised, we know how they were treated, and we know how they were fed. So we're gonna bring you along, and I'm saying we, it's my husband that's going too. We're gonna bring you along the best that we can, okay? This is where we get our beef and our pork. It's in Foley, Minnesota. We are not affiliated and not sponsored by them at all.
There you go.
folks, here we are. Here is our half of beef. It is not in order whatsoever. I will be doing that as I get it put away to the best of my ability. Now, if you remember last few years that we've done this, I put a lot of the steaks at the bottom of the main freezer that we're putting it in because we have steaks from the previous one. Plus, I don't want to eat all the steaks up in the beginning and the middle of summer. I want to have some towards the end as well. Not all of them will go at the bottom with the burger, but a good portion of them, because this is we haven't gotten a half a cow in a long time, and we usually get a quarter. So this is a lot more than we're used to dealing with, but we're okay with that. We have before in the past. So now I'm going to take you into where the pork is at. So we have the pork sitting on the small black table here. This poor table, it's bowing some. But here's our pork. This is half a pork. We normally always get half a pork. There's our sausage. We don't have hams made. I asked my husband to have them made into ham steaks. I usually get those cut down and cubed, and I can those for canned pork. Or my husband can also smoke them on a smoker. And nothing is in real order. There's more sausage on there. We got a lot of sausage this time. I'm thinking we had a pretty porky pig. And I've noticed that we had a lot more bacon as well. So I think we had a pretty big hog. I haven't looked at any of the paperwork yet, and I will see if I can find some weights on them before I get this actually posted. I won't be giving you any dollar amounts because each facility that does process animals, they charge differently. So it all depends on your facility. Sometimes they have specials going on. Ours always has specials going on. And we're friends with them on Facebook, so we're able to get those specials that come across and able to make decisions to go do the deals or not when they do have them. And once a year, they always have a good deal in regards to the pork and the beef, usually right before the spring, like now. And that's usually when we get our majority of our meat. Now, this last winter, we did go and pick up some more beef, and because we ate through the other stuff. But we've increased our proteins, so that's a good reason why. And hence, that's another reason why we went with a half of beef instead of a quarter beef. Plus, my husband's retiring, so why not take advantage of it? Because, yeah, just because. Well, friends, got the freezers downstairs plumb full. We brought a whole bunch of stuff up here to deal with. I have to do bone broth right away, the beef bone broth. I had no room in my freezers downstairs for that. We brought up some foods to eat, some steaks my husband took out, a roast. Those are all from last year. Took out some sausage and bacon to cook up and just have in the refrigerator up here. And of course, these are just meals that I had made for myself, actually, because we're all eating different foods nowadays. We packed this the best that we can. I left some room for any extra freezing that we do, because I'll take you downstairs and I'm going to show you. Everything's full. So here I go. Okay, get downstairs here. It took probably an hour to get everything dealt with. This is completely full. We have the burger, majority of all the beef, actually, to tell you the truth, and a good 99% of the pork in here, but not the sausage, okay? And this one is full too. This is full too. Now, we would have had room, and I'll show you in a minute, if we hadn't bought the fish. But my husband got the walleye fish. He got a good deal on it. So, yes. So in here there's a box here that's got all of the sausage rolls, okay? I also have all the ham steaks in here and some of the pork bones, that sort of thing. and my lard. Now, they forgot our lard from this year's pork. And the facility is over an hour away. So we are going to be dealing, we have to call, it's a weekend right now. We have to call during the week so that they can talk to the butcher and get everything straightened out. But anyway, we're not driving all the way back there. It's over an hour away. So we're going to just see if they can credit us for the next time that we come there. And I'm pretty sure they will. We've been dealing with them for, it's over 10 years, probably 15 years, if not more. So of course, this is full. Now, all of our old steaks and ribs are in here, but I had to take out some of our newer steaks and put them in here as well. This is the beef rolls that we had gotten this winter. On top there is some more steaks, that sort of thing. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. This is my daughter's area, and I put a few little things in here because she does eat the meat as well. And I thought, well, her section can hold a couple. Here's some more beef and pork rolls. This freezer is easier to access. So my husband and my daughter know to go here first. Same with, we got bacon here as well. I put that there. This is pork scraps to make pork stock. I don't have time to do the pork, but I am going to be doing the beef, like I had shown from upstairs. My husband's container for his special foods. My beef stew meat, I will be doing that probably before summer, just to get it out of the freezer, because I want to have some freezer space for something other than meat. Here's some of my foods for myself, and of course our turkey. My daughter's area, I tried to keep her area open because she buys food for herself. Again, there's some stew meat. I just kind of had to stick things where I could. Here's some steaks. I did write the year, so I told my husband, be sure to go for the ones that don't have the date first. Then we'll go to eat these. We have plenty of steaks over in that one though, because remember, we got a half of a beef. And I need butter. I left room for butter. All right, so that is it. Everything is jam-packed full, and we are good. I told my husband, I said, I don't think we're going to really have to get anything next year, but you never know. We've increased our meat intake. So, you do what you have to do. I'm not going to give out any pricing because it is different everywhere that you go. All right. I am going to insert a clip of what the weight of our hog and what the weight of the beef had weighed before and then after. I will insert that, but I am not going to insert any pricing at all. I will inform you, we have, when you go to do this, we had to put a down payment down, which we've had to do every single year when we do this. You put a down payment down because that guarantees them that if you back out, you don't get that deposit back, okay, if you skip out on it. Because there's a lot of work when you're processing meat. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Like I had mentioned, I'm not going to give out the pricing, but I do have to inform you, it isn't cheap, and it's money that you have to come up with, just save the money if you're going to be doing something like this. Best thing for you to do is set money aside for just purchases like this. However, you do have to understand that then you won't have to buy any on a weekly, monthly basis. So it's going to cut your grocery cost that way. And you know what you're getting. You're getting quality meats. All right. I want to thank you folks so much for joining me today. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, give the videos a thumbs up, and I want you to make it a really great day.